Monterey's live Cioppino cooking demonstration by Chef Tene. I'm Mary Alice Cerrito-Pettis, Chair of Whalefest Monterey. Whalefest Monterey celebrates the biodiversity of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary and all the marine nonprofits, agencies, institutions, and organizations that affect it. It provides learning experiences for all ages and all levels of education. Award-winning Chef Shake of Kokomo's right here on Old Fisher.
Hello everyone, welcome to Facebook Live. Always safety first, wear your mask. I'm going to take for today's purpose and put it to the side. Listen, today we're going to take and perk up your everyday meals with Cioppino made right here on Fisherman's Wharf. It's a dish that was originated on the Central Coast by Italian and Portuguese fishermen. So this is absolutely a wonderful dish, an Italian zuppa di pesca, a seafood stew. So we're going to take whatever's fresh for the day is what you put into the Cioppino. So let's get started. So today we're going to use a little bit of olive oil, and I use extra virgin olive oil. It's cold pressed, has a much more potent flavor to it, versus when you see just olive oil, it's usually a blend of oils. So extra virgin olive oil, we're going to start with that. And we'll probably have about a quarter cup. And here I have right from Gilroy. We have so much to brag about on the Central Coast. So Gilroy, the garlic capital of the world. This here, a little bit of garlic. Now this here, we call this the Italian perfume. If you take a little bit, put it right there, your wife, she's gonna love you. If you're single, they often call it lonely nights. So we'll take a little bit of Gilroy garlic, let that sizzle. All right, absolutely fantastic. Get a little sizzle in the pan. And again, with the seafood today, it's all sustainable. So we're going to use a variety of fresh seafood, and we're going to get started with that. Now, this here is a Dungeness Crab. Okay, hey, welcome back. So in the meantime, I just added some Prince Edward Island mussels. They're very sweet, great flavor to it. We have the clams in there, and I'm just getting ready to add some shrimp. Now, these here are what's called 1620 shrimp, or 1620 count. So whenever you see that 1620 CT in the grocery store, that means they're 16 to 20 to a pound. So depending on what size you want. So I have here a half a dozen of 1620 white shrimp, absolutely beautiful. And we're just going to keep building our flavors here. So we got the shrimp, we got the clams, we have the mussels. So let's see what else we have in the back over here. I have scallops. So these here are 10 to 20 fresh scallops. We're going to add that right to the dish. And I have some beautiful salmon. Now this here is fresh salmon. We're going to take and cut it up into little chunks. So just a second there. And you don't want to cut it too small. You want a bit of texture when you're cooking it. So we're adding salmon. And then, remember that crab I showed you earlier? So we got the Dungeness crab. We're going to use half of one. Serve it to the blue-collar workers back then. So let's take and add that in. Okay, so I'm going to add a total cup of about of clam juice. And now we're going to add 1 cup of marinara sauce. Now you can add your favorite marinara sauce to the dish. With all the flavors that come from the different seafoods, it'll blend together and be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to just pour that right over the top, and then we're going to let those infuse the flavors. Okay, so we're going to mix that up just a little bit. And we're going to turn that up on high. Now you can start to see that color. Hit that power for me, please. Got it? All right, there we go. All right. Have a little problem with our burner here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so while this is cooking, it's going to take about 15 minutes or so to cook. And, you know, I'm really honored to be here today because Fisherman's Wharf, I was born and raised here. Our family has been on Fisherman's Wharf for over 60 years. The iconic Old Fisherman's Grotto restaurant my mom and dad started in 1950s. So we're very honored to be down here, still serving the customers from all over the world. My two oldest brothers, actually I have three brothers that were commercial fishermen in Monterey, and one of my brothers fished in Alaska for many, many years. So we come from a fishing restaurant family, and I always say fish is fresher at Fisherman's Wharf. Now the good thing with cioppino is that you can either cook it here and we can serve it to you, or you can cook it at home. So it's really simple once you know what to do. And a matter of fact, last week I had some family over and I was really super busy, didn't have a lot of time, and I threw everything into the crock pot, and honest to God, an hour later, it was unbelievable. So if you're in a hurry, just throw that into one crock pot, put it on, let it sit for an hour, and you'll have a great meal that's easy to prepare. So here we go, it's starting to heat up a little bit. Okay. This is cooking a little bit slow. I'm gonna ask my sous chef to come over and help me for a quick second. So I'm gonna have you take this and finish it in the back on the burner and bring it back out to me and I'll plate it, okay? All right. Do we have any questions out there? Now, one thing that's great about here is that these restaurants down here on the wharf are wonderful. The owners are there every day. You got great restaurants. Everybody serves cioppino on Fisherman's Wharf. So you can go to your favorite restaurant, have a great cioppino down here. The view is beautiful. It's a spectacular time of the year. And of course, we have whale watching that's just off the charts. Matter of fact, my oldest brother Benji runs a great whale watching operation called Princess Monterey Whale Watching. So I hope when you're down here, you'll visit one of the other whale watching companies or one of the restaurants for a great cioppino dish. So while he's doing that, he's actually cooking it in the back because my burner keeps going out. So we're going to start on a second dish that's really a fun, light dish. It's a made with West Coast snapper. So we're going to take some West Coast snapper, and I'm going to teach you how to make a salad that's healthy, low in calorie, nutritious, and truly delicious. So we're going to get started and show you how to do that. So right here, this is West Coast cod. So I'm going to take and just cut that in half. And again, we're going to add some olive oil to the pan. And over here, I have a little bit of garlic butter infused. So we're going to add some of that to the dish. And then, I don't know if you can see, but I took a cup of flour and a quarter cup of Old Bay seasoning and just mixed it together. So it kind of has this pinkish color. All right, it's browning up nice. So we're going to only do one side. So we're going to flour one side, dust it, set that right in. And you can see how quick, if the pans were working great, you'd be cooking very quickly at home. So this is kind of a nice thing to do. Okay. So while that's cooking, I have some Salinas Valley greens. Again, there's so much for us to brag about in our local Central Coast. Salinas, the salad capital of the world. So we have fresh vegetables and produce that come every single day. So it's just a dream to have fresh, healthy food. So I have some mixed greens. I have some fresh Napa cabbage, a little bit of cilantro, and I kind of mixed that together for my salad. So while that's cooking there, looks very nice. We're going to take and add a little bit of sweet Thai chili sauce. Now you can find this in the grocery store. So very simple. We're going to pour that right over the top. And we're just going to take and mix that up. So just mix that up, get a good mix. Add a little bit more. And I hope this is inspiring you to cook at home, cook fresh, cook healthy. You're going to absolutely love it. Your family's going to love it. You'll probably have more guests in your house than you want, but they're going to love the cooking. And it's great because what's better than having food, family, food and friends, a little bottle of wine, And I'm going to finish this off with a little bit of Monterey County wine made by Whalefest Vineyards, one of the oldest wineries in California. So I'm using a Chardonnay. You can use any Chardonnay that you want, though I will tell you that Monterey County is the largest Chardonnay producers in the United States. So we definitely want to use some Monterey Chardonnay if you're able to do that. Okay. And that snapper is starting to cook. We're going to take and flip it over here. How nice that looks, beautiful. Got that great Old Bay seasoning. Okay, we'll cook that up. And we're going to put a little bit of the salad right in the middle. All right, there we go. So we've got the salad going. And we're going to do a little bit of garnish. So I like to have a little bit of fun. So we have some mangoes and papaya that we're going to garnish the plate with. All right. And again, this is fresh and healthy. A lot of flavors that go on in this particular dish. So again, I'm using a little bit of mango and papaya. I'm just going to fan that out. There we go. And I got my sous chef. How's that Cioppino coming along? Almost ready. Okay. So we got a lot of great color coming. Okay. And we're going to take the snapper. Going to go right on top like that. All right. And then we're going to add a little bit of what I call a little bit of garnish or a little attitude at the top there. All right. And there you go for our first dish. It is snapper, fresh West Coast snapper salad. It's low in calorie, nutritious, delicious, fresh made. You're going to absolutely love this dish at home. And you serve this, your family, they're going to go crazy. So here you go. Dishing. All right, we'll set this down over here. And Mary Alice, welcome back. You know, Mary Alice, you've been an important person in my life because you've been here my entire life, as long since I was a baby growing up. How long has your family been down here?
Well, my grandfather started a two-table restaurant around 1920 something or other. So that's quite a while that our family's been around. So thanks for having me back. And what I'd like to do right now is thank Chef Tene Shake for preparing this fresh catch of the day. And this dish can be prepared with several different fish. I believe Tene will tell you it could be prepared with mahi-mahi or sole or numerous other salmon and many other fish. And so I would like to let you know how to obtain Chef Shake's recipes. You go to MontereyWharf.com, go to the Whalefest cooking demonstration, and click the donate button, and we will send you the recipes. Any amount is appreciated. There are many varieties of cioppino, as Chef Shake was telling you, as there are restaurants on Monterey's Old Fisherman's Wharf. So come and try all the different cioppino recipes that are, most of them are probably very old home traditional recipes. And for those of you who may not know about Whalefest Monterey, it includes a 2-day symposium with world-renowned marine experts. So please enjoy these presentations by going to either YouTube or to whalefestmonterey.com and enjoy them. So Whalefest also includes dozens of exhibit booths that are beneficial to the many local and national marine organizations that educate, inspire, and empower the public to protect the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. In addition, there are numerous activities like abalone races, live music entertainment with the songs of the humpback whales, the beach and street cleanups, and we have research vessels, rescue vessels and sailboats that you can go on and see how they work. In addition, we have a Marine Mammal Center release, which is turning back into the ocean a rehabilitated animal. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, Marine Life Studies and Fishermen's Wharf Association. We are most grateful for their support. And now, back to Chef Shake and Chipino.
Chipino, well, thank you. Thank you, Mary Alice. You know, whale watching is so much fun. I hope that you come down and experience whale watching. It really is an experience of a lifetime, educational. There's such beautiful animals. And come down to Fisherman's Wharf for a great meal. I'm usually here most of the time, so please come by and say hi to me if you're on the wharf. And I'd love to be able to cook something for you or have you visit one of our family restaurants or one of the other great restaurants on the wharf. Definitely a lot to do down here. So, you know, this here, where the West began, the fun begins. Because right here at the top of the wharf, the historical Custom House Plaza was California's first capital. And all the boats had to come right here to Monterey, declare their customs, and then go up and down the coast. So we say at Fisherman's Wharf, where the West began, the fun begins. So our Chipino is just about ready now. You can see that beautiful color in the sauce here. And we're going to start plating this up. So the first thing we're going to do is start with this lobster that we put in. And again, this is a New England lobster, not the California spiny lobster. We have the Alaskan king crab legs. So we're going to add some of that here. All right. And we have the famous West Coast Dungeness crab. So we're going to add some of those claws here. All right, looking good. And like I said, folks, if you missed it, it's the first time I ever did it, and I've been a chef for many years, but I threw everything into a crock pot, believe that? And threw it in there, left it for 1 hour, came back, and our family loved it. It was absolutely incredible. So you can do this in a crock pot if you so desire. Okay, remember those beautiful fresh scallops. Again, we're using everything sustainable. So I got some great scallops here, 10 to 20 to a pound. And then we're going to add some of the 16 to 20 shrimp. And this particular dish right here, this one will serve about 4 people, but I'm just plating it up for you. We have some Prince Edward Island mussels. Very sweet, very flavorful. Okay. All right, we had a couple of those. And then I have some beautiful salmon right on top there. Okay, and I think that's about it for that. Now, what you want to do definitely is to get some of that good sauce in there. And I'm going to take and just, now don't do this at home, but let me do it here. So I want to pour that sauce right into that rich marinara sauce. All right, look at that. And if you're Italian, you got to have crusty garlic bread to go with this dish. So we're going to add some crusty garlic bread and add a little garnish on top. There's a lemon twist there. And folks, there you have it. The zuppa di pesca in Italian, seafood stew, Chipino, originated right here on the Central Coast in San Francisco by Italian and Portuguese fishermen. They caught whatever they caught for the day, threw it in this great rich marinara sauce, and let all the different flavors and the juices combined and emulsify, and came out with this incredible dish that is so popular that up and down the coast you can find it just about anywhere. So here we go with the Chipino. I hope that you will try it at home. It's not that hard. It's something you can do. And these ingredients, you can buy them at grocery stores. You can go to Monterey Fish on Wharf number 2. They carry a great variety of seafood retail that you can drive right up to and pick up. You can pick up the clam juice at the grocery store, your favorite marinara sauce, olive oil. This stuff is all readily available. So take and try these dishes at home. You'll absolutely love it. And as I always say, get out and discover the wonderful world of seafood. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chef Shake, for guiding us on this culinary voyage to prepare the traditional West Coast Chipino and our catch of the day, I thought Chapino originally came from Monterey. We hope that you are inspired by tonight's culinary adventure and will enjoy in preserving the ocean and these magnificent creatures. Preserving the ocean and these magnificent creatures. During this challenging time of fewer grants and cutbacks on sponsorship for nonprofit events, it is important that funds are raised to successfully hold this impactful educational two-day event. Won't you please help us, our sponsors, the Monterey Fishermen's Wharf Association and Marine Life Studies, to host this most informative, exciting, and successful Whalefest ever. So remember, go to MontereyWharf.com and punch on that Whalefest donate button, and you will receive our recipes for the Chapino and for tonight's catch of the day. And thank you so much. We truly appreciate you and look forward to joining you for other future events throughout the year. Thank you so much.